Okay, here are the how to get the answers for your homework for the day, and I am going to go through it kind of quickly. You can fast forward from one problem to the next, obviously just for the ones you need help on, and here we go. So starting with question number 1. Here we're using the power of products, or the product of powers, and if you remember, the rule is if we have the same base of 3, we add the exponents. So this is really the same as 3 to the second plus 5, so the answer will be 3 to the 7th power. Okay, for the next one, again, we have all bases of n, and we have n to the 4th, n to the negative 3rd, and then remember this would be n to the, there's nothing there, so that's a 1. So really we have n to the 4 plus negative 3 plus 1. 4 plus negative 3 is 1, plus 1 is 2, so we're going to have n squared, so there'll be 2n factors after that simplifies. Number 3, looking across, we don't have all the same base, so we need to arrange them together so the base of 2's can combine. So we have 2 to the 4 plus negative 2 times, and then we have 3 to the 4 plus 2 power. And then simplifying that, we have 2 squared times 3 to the 6th power. Okay, and number 4. Here again, if you remember the notes from yesterday, these parentheses actually don't make a difference because it's all multiplication, and that's what parentheses mean. But we can rearrange these things so that our numbers are next to each other. So this is 2 times 3 times r squared times r to the 4th. So that's 6r to the 2 plus 4, or 6r to the 6th power. Okay, for number 5, similar to the last one, again, there could have been parentheses here. You don't need these, but for example, if we put those there, it doesn't make any difference. Rearranging everything, 9 times 3, x to the 4th times x to the negative 1, y squared times y to the 5th. You don't have to do that step, but I find that it makes it easier so you know which things will be combined. 27 x to the 4 plus negative 1, y to the 2 plus 5, so we have 27x to the 3rd, y to the 7th. Okay, so here, rearranging again, we have x to the 1st times x to the 3rd times y to the 4th times y to the 6th. So we have x to the 1 plus 3 times y to the 4 plus 6, x to the 4th, y to the 10th. Okay, now on to our power of a power. So remember, if you, we're on number 7 now, if you raise a power to a power, that's like saying in this problem there are 2 sets of 3 4s. 2 sets of 3 4s. If we, just to show you, if we were to write this out, that would be 4 to the 3rd times 4 to the 3rd. And then we go back to, this becomes a product of powers where we just add exponents. So this is a good example of where adding is really just the same as multiplication, or multiplication is a shortcut for adding. So here we have 4 to the 3 plus 3, which is 4 to the 6th, or remember, it's the same as 4 to the 3 times 2, which is 4 to the 6th power. Here we have 5, so we're on number 8 now. 5 to the 2 times 4, or 5 to the 8th power. 9, we're going to have first deal with the power of a power, so w to the 2 times 3, and we'll leave that w to the third for a moment. So that's w to the 6 times w to the third, and we can add the 6 and the 3 to get w to the 9th power. So we have both rules going on here. First, you use the power to a power, then you use the product of powers. And that same thing's going to apply to number 10. Don't worry about negative exponents for now. We're just going to deal with them as we do all integers. We'll learn later a little bit more what negative exponents mean. So for now, you just deal with it as numbers. So this is 3 times negative 5, and then to the 18th. So here we have x to the negative 15 times x to the 18. Add those together. Negative 15 plus 18 is x to the third power. So I hope this helped. Send me a message.